Hi there, this is Liz and welcome to my channel. Today I am sharing with you two inexpensive Dollar Tree DIYs for fall, and I'm going to start by mixing some pumpkin orange paint. This is just crafter's paint. This paint is a little bit too orangey for me, so I'm going to be mixing it with a little bit of holiday red. 2 or 3 drops should do it, just to darken it up a little bit. And then I'm also going to add a little bit of baking soda just to give it a texture. Again, I'm just adding a little bit. I'm going to stir it up really well. So here I have a small board, just a piece of wood that I found in my son's scrap pile, and I am just marking off the corners. I'm going to go into the garage and have him cut off those corners for the pumpkin. I've already given this board 1 coat of paint, but it still needs another 1 or maybe 2. And so here I am just outlining the details of my pumpkin. So there it is, and these are the 2 corners that I am going to have sawed off. Okay, so there it is. He has cut the corners off for me, and now I'm just going to give it another good coat of paint, and I am using the dab method just to give it more texture. Okay, so I scrapped that whole idea and I took it back into the garage and had it cut again right here where the corners were, and I've painted the other side, so I have a new plan. And so this is going to be my pumpkin on this side. Here I have a twig that I brought in from outside, and I'm also going to take this into the garage to have it cut right there for the stem. So while I was in the garage getting this cut, I saw that my husband had left one behind for when him and my granddaughter did some crafts, and I like this one better, so I think I'm going to go with this one. It just seems like it would be a better fit. Yes, I definitely think this is a better fit, so I will be using this one. I added 2 leaves to this pumpkin, and also I tried to make some curlicues for it using the berry garland, and also I made a bow with twine and added it to this pumpkin. And then I wrote Hello Fall on here. I did it freehand since I don't have a Cricut. I'm not too happy with it, but it is after all just a piece of wood. Here I have a home interiors candle jar that I have had close to 20 years, and I thought it would make a great fall decor pumpkin. So I gave it a coat of paint with the same mixture as I did the wooden pumpkin, and then I added a little bit of red just to make it a little bit darker to the remaining paint, and I'm just going to highlight these crevices a little bit. I was curious, so I googled this company to see if they were still around, because I hadn't heard anything or been invited to any of the parties for many years, probably close to 20 years. And sure enough, they are still around and they still have the same candles, same candle jar. And I think they have quite a nice variety, maybe even more than they did back then. So here I am just flipping through their online catalog, tempting myself to buy more candles, which I probably don't need. But they do have a nice variety to choose from. Anyway, back to my painting. Now that I have finished painting this jar, I am going to set it aside to let it completely dry. And for this DIY, I am going to be using this floral bouquet that I had picked up from the Dollar Tree. I think it will look quite nice in there. Now that this jar is dry, I have filled it with marbles. These were my kids' marbles from when they were little. They all had a huge marble collection, and I've been using them ever since in my containers for when I do floral arrangements. The reason I like to use these marbles for floral arrangements is that I think that the marbles help hold each stem nicely in its place, and also it adds some weight to the vase or container or whatever it is that I'm using to weigh it down some, so that it's harder for the cat to knock things over. She tends to sit on our coffee tables, and sometimes she will knock something over, so if I give it some weight, it makes it harder for her to knock it over. So here I am just trying to get it perfect just the way I like it, and sometimes I have to try many different times to get it just right. Now to finish this off, I could put a bow right here, and if I did have some raffia, I might put one here, but I don't have any. I haven't been able to find any this year. I could make a bow with twine and add it there, but I already have so many DIYs this year that I've made the twine bows for, so I think I'm going to leave this one just as it is without a bow, at least for now. I decided that this DIY was missing something, so I asked my son if he could print me up some letters on his 3D printer, and I gave them a coat of off-white paint, and I glued them to a wooden skewer. I left the skewer undone so that it looked more natural, and here it is, completely done. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and please consider subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching.